Reading from the New Living Translation by Mrs. Beatrice Asante, reading Lamentation chapter 4, God's anger certified. How the gold has lost its luster, even the finest gold has become dull. The sacred gemstone lies scattered in the street. See how the precious children of Jerusalem, with their weight in fine gold, are now treated like pot of clay made by a common potter. Even the jackals feed their children, but not my people Israel. They ignore their children, cry like ostriches in the desert. The parched tongue of their little ones stick to the roof of their mouth in test. The children cry for bread, but no one has any to give them. The people who once ate the richest food now beg in the streets for anything they can get. Those who once wore the finest clothes now set the garbage dumps for food. The guilt of my people greater than that of Sodom, where distract struck in a moment and no one offered help. Our prince once glowed with health, brighter than snow, whiter than milk. Their faces were as ruddy as rubies, their appearance like fine jewels. But now their faces are blackened than soot. No one recognizes them in the streets. Their skin sticks to their bones. It is as dry as hard as wood. Those killed by the sword are better off than those who die of hunger, starvation. They waste away for lack of food from the fields. Tender-hearted women have cooked their own children. They have eaten them to survive the siege. But now the anger of the Lord is satisfied. His fierce anger has poured out. He started a fire in Jerusalem that burned the city to its foundation. Not a king in all the earth, no one in all the world would have believed that an enemy could march through the gates of Jerusalem. Yet it happened because of the sins of her prophet and the sins of her priest who defiled the city by shedding innocent blood. They wandered blindly through the streets, so defiled by blood that no one dare touch them. Get away, the people shouted at them. You are defiled, don't touch us. So they fled to distant lands and wandered among foreign nations, but none will let them stay. The Lord himself has scattered them. He no longer helps them. People show no respect for the priest and no longer honor the leaders. We look in vain for our allies to come and save us, but we were looking to nations could not help us. We couldn't go into the streets without danger to our lives. Our end was near. Our days were numbered. We were doomed. Our enemies were swifter than eagles in flight. If we fled to the mountains, they found us. If we hid in the wilderness, they were waiting for us there. Our king, the Lord's anointed, the very life of our nation, was caught in their snare. We had thought that his shadow would protect us against any nation on earth. Are you rejoicing in the land of ours, O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger. You too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness. O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. Amen and amen.